Bodybuilder tries BJJ for the first time. Hi princess, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Karina, aka the Protein Princess, and I help you level up your health, mindset, and fitness. Okay, so I have been lifting for years, cutting, bulking, hypertrophy, you name it, and I love it. But I have built a body that is good at one thing and useless at everything else. I want to gain more experience and functionality. Over the last year, I have had a lot of realizations that aesthetics is not everything and functionality is a lot more important. So in this series, Bodybuilder Tries, I will give myself 1 month to try a sport that I've never done before. If you haven't already, I suggest you go back and watch my first episode, which was Muay Thai. Very interesting video, and I still love that sport. You're gonna have to watch the video to get the full picture of everything. And in today's video, I'm trying BJJ. And a little bit about my starting point. Of course, I have years of lifting, so I have strength, I have mass, but I'm no BJJ girly. I have zero experience, I had no prior knowledge. I think you could literally show me a video of karate and BJJ and I literally couldn't even tell the difference. So let me explain what it actually is, because 1 month ago I couldn't even tell you. BJJ, or Brazilian jiu-jitsu, is a grappling martial art. It's also called the gentle art, which is absolutely ridiculous because there is nothing gentle about someone sitting on top of your rib cage and putting you in submission. But in a way, I think the name kind of makes sense when you understand the point of the sport. The beauty of BJJ is that it's built on one idea, and that is that a smaller, weaker person should be able to defend themselves against a bigger and stronger opponent. Originally, it came from Japanese jiu-jitsu and judo, and then got developed in Brazil over 100 years ago into the sport that we know today. Most of the sport happens on the ground. There's no kicking, punching, spinning around. You're getting into all these different positions in a controlled motion. People call it human chess, except the chessboard is a person and the person is actively trying to strangle you. The biggest selling point of this sport to me was the defense part, because I feel, especially as a woman, it is so crucial to be able to try to defend and protect yourself in certain situations. Even though this applies to men as well, I find it even more important for women, because as a woman, being in a position where someone is stronger and bigger than you, having them on top of you is maybe one of the situations that you're the most scared of. And I think this is the only sport that I know about that trains this over and over until it stops being terrifying and uncomfortable. In the same way that my gym experience doesn't translate to Muay Thai, it really doesn't translate all that much to Jiu-Jitsu either. It's more about control and technique and mind focus and control. I know how scary it can be to try something new, but I strongly encourage you to do it anyways, because you will gain so much experience from it, and it's so beautiful to become a beginner again. Sometimes you really just have to let go of looking perfect and being great when you're starting out something for the first time. Let go of looking perfect. In jiu-jitsu, that's the first thing they take from you. Anyways, here's my experience. Hope you enjoy.
Okay, let's go.
What are your expectations for today?
Get beat up.
Me too. It's okay for you guys that I'm recording?
Yeah.
As always, when you're trying something new, you're scared shitless, and that's why I brought Casper with me for some extra safety. If you want to check out this gym specifically, it's on ClassPass. It's called Pound for Pound Dojo, and it's located in Umalas. The first class started with some pretty basic warm-ups before we moved into the technique when it comes to falling.
We're gonna learn how to fall. As we fall, we don't want to plant our hands on the mat. From here, I'm gonna lower my level, let my legs come up. See, I perform that rocking chair motion, then I stand up. Now we're gonna stand up correctly. You can't just stand up and then rock back up into a seated position. I'm already picking a side. Hips up, and I pull this foot back. See how my hip is up? I feel this one hip up. One more time. So you want to land on your left side.
Okay. Made it through the first warm-up and technical drills. How do you feel like it's going?
It's going good. I mean, it's a lot to take in, like right at the start.
I still don't understand how to stand up right from the forward roll because I just fall.
You just gotta take it as we go.
Yeah,
We got it.
I'm gonna choke him out.
One of the things that I really liked about this gym is that it's a mix of teaching and doing, so you're not just constantly doing something heavy all the time. You're observing a lot. I thought I could cling to Casper for this entire session, but I got paired up with someone who was closer to my body weight, and we started practicing some basics. At first, I was pretty intimidated by the entire club, and I thought everyone was like super experienced, but it was really a mix of experienced and inexperienced people, and everyone's helping each other out, and there's like no judgment or anything. So I found the whole community to be very safe and welcoming. The biggest challenge for me was the physical contact. I was not prepared for this intimate type of contact that gets kind of awkward sometimes, but you also kind of get used to it quick. Yippee! One thing is that martial arts is a braided hair sport, so you need to put your hair in a braid. If not, it's just gonna go everywhere and it's gonna be tugged and everything, and you get quite sweaty as well. So it's to have a braid. I want you to actually understand what is happening in my head here, which is nothing.
For example, nothing.
I had no plan. I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing with my legs. I just knew that a person was on top of me and I wanted them off. So I did the only thing my body knew to do, which is to push really hard. It did not work at all. And that was the first thing that broke my brain a little bit, because I'm strong, like objectively, measurably, I'm very strong. I've spent years building this and it did absolutely nothing.
For the moment, nothing, but I try to be better.
I used to think that strength meant that I could push someone off of me, but when someone has a really good position, you're not able to push them off. You're pushing against the floor with their entire body weight stacked on top of you, and at an angle where none of your strong muscles can even help. The thing that people don't talk about is that in the gym, effort and results are linked. You push harder, the weight moves. Here, pushing harder actively makes things worse. It makes me tired and it gives them information about what I'm going to do next. It's very mechanical. When you know what you're doing, you're not really fighting a whole person with your entire body. You're using your whole body against one joint, one shoulder, one elbow, or the neck. And just one joint on its own is not strong, so it doesn't matter how much that person benches or squats, nobody has a strong elbow joint. And that's the entire point. And this is exactly why the size does not matter so much in this sport. And this is the exact reason why I wanted to branch out from the gym, because this is not useful like, this will build my glutes. This is useful in a way that I can actually use it if I need it. I now understand more about my own body that I didn't understand just a month ago. I know a lot more about how it feels to have someone bigger controlling me, and I know what my instincts want me to do in that situation, and I know that I have to fight them because it's completely wrong. So through this sport, I didn't really get stronger, but I got more informed. And I guess BJJ taught me something new, which is that more effort is not the same as more progress. This principle also applies in the gym sometimes, but I really thought my strength would help me out more than it did. For those of you who are watching my channel for the first time, I have been living in Bali for a year now, and recently just moved back home, so when you see this video, I am in Norway. Since I was leaving, I wanted to knock in the last Muay Thai session as well, and I must say that I'm gonna miss Alpha Force so much. My last session was with a man, but he was very sweet. At first, I was very skeptical because being that close feels a bit unnatural, but you get past that mental block very quickly, or at least I did. Everyone at Pound for Pound Dojo behaves very respectfully and they make you feel comfortable. They explain the techniques in a way that a beginner can understand, and you get the hang of it pretty quickly. It's honestly quite terrifying to think about what would happen in a situation if this was real life and how strong and powerful men can be, so it's important to learn these techniques. I think one of my favorite moves that I learned is how to choke someone out with my legs, and I will definitely be using this on my boyfriend. And I believe that as a girl, you should be able to choke a man out with your legs.
My name is Rehan Al-Gadri. I'm a black belt under Shanji Hibera. I've been training about 14 years, and I've been a head coach at this gym since the very beginning, since it's also my gym. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. How long have you been doing BJJ for?
I started 2014, so about 12 years in now.
What do you say is the most important to know for beginners coming in for the first time?
I think they have to come in with the right mindset, attitude, the willingness to receive information. So that means first you have to be focused, and second, just as important, is to be consistent.
I think for my experience as a beginner at this gym, I felt very nervous when I came in here, like as you do with anything when you're trying something for the first time. So scared because I didn't know what I was going to. But once I got in here, I felt the community was so warm and welcoming. So I would really recommend it for beginners. We're speaking to some other people who were here also for the first time, that a lot of people have the same experience, that it's scary and you don't know what you're going to. But again, you just feel so welcome here that it's a really great gym for beginners. What do you think is the most important thing in BJJ?
I think in relation to what you just said, I think setting up the baseline culture on the mat is very important. So try to make it as cooperative as we can and as collaborative as we can. So I like to teach my students who are already been with me since more than a year, open to teaching other members that are quite new. As you're also reminding yourself, you're actually teaching yourself and reminding yourself by teaching. And they seem to have the same mindsets. But it's very normal to be scared of unfamiliarity. And it's our job to make that feeling go away and make you feel as welcome.
I really felt that as well with like the other students kind of taking on a teacher role, which is great because then you can also see that someone who actually isn't that experienced also can teach the very basics.
We like to break the boundaries of being scary and all that stuff. It's actually not.
It's not scary at all. It's a lot of fun. And when you get comfortable, it's just like playing around. So I kind of feel like a child, almost like wrestling with my siblings.
Exactly. We like to keep it playful, but also keep it real at the same time. So.
Yeah, it's a good balance. I've noticed that there's a lot of guys here, but there are some girls too. Do you think you have like a ratio of between guys and girls here?
I think generally speaking it's dominated by male for sure. Yeah. There's about 20 to 30%.
20 to 30%?
Here that are female, and they're all badasses.
They love
to compete.
Yeah, they're hardcore. And lastly, what would you rate my performance here from 1 to 10?
In terms of focus, I would say 8. Okay. So the openness to receive information, that's very important. You come here twice a week or once a week?
I guess
twice a week?
Once or twice a week.
Twice a week?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good start. When I first started, I only trained once a week. So twice a week, every week to start with is super good, you know? But yeah, at the end, it's a puzzle that keeps on growing. The focus is the only thing that can give you. Yeah. You're obviously very strong, I could tell, and that helps. Yeah. As soon as you get the technique, you'll be able to increase the level of my rating.
Do you think like the overall rating would be an 8 out of 10?
Yeah, I would say 8 for a month in.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Cheers. Thank you for choosing us, Karina.
Tk you so much for having me.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good journey.
Thank you. I'm feeling a little sad that this was my last class. Let's get home.
And I want to say one more thing. I don't think most of us are actually scared of failing. I think we are scared of being watched while we fail. I just spent a month getting absolutely flattened by people smaller than me on camera. And it turns out nothing happened. No one laughed. Or maybe you did. Anyways, by week 2, I genuinely stopped caring at all. When you try something new for the first time, you are not going to be good at it. And that is okay. And thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with all your friends. Your support really means the world to me. And I read every single comment I get. So let me know in the comments what I should try next. Bye.